Hey my beautiful people, I'm about to give you some truth behind the Salem Witch Trials. When doing this channeling, I wanted to know what is the one thing that people need to know out of everything that has been said about the Salem Witch Trials. And what I found is that y'all need to know who indeed was the real witch. Now, ironically, on Halloween, October the 31st, 2001, all were cleared and said to be innocent. So, out of all those that were cleared innocent, there is one that I know for sure that should not have been cleared innocent, and another one that should not have been cleared innocent because guilty by association. So, the true witch in the Salem Witch Trials was Elizabeth Bassett. She was the third wife of John Proctor. Now I'm going to tell you who showed me everything. It's the 3 slave women, the first 3 that got accused but were never convicted. They gave up everything. The reason why they chose to show me everything is because even though they were the slaves, they were the cleanup crew. They were tasked with the duty to make sure that everything was perfect in order for these spells, this witchcraft to work. So let me tell you why things got shaky in Salem. John and Elizabeth, there was a son that was a warlock who was terrorizing people. And they couldn't do nothing with this boy. Nothing at all. Now, the people in Salem, they could not pinpoint it all the way down to Elizabeth and this child, but people talked, like they gossiped, and so they pretty much had a good idea. But they didn't want to believe that it wasn't being taught to someone, so that's why they accused the 3 slave women. But the 3 slave women, they was not about to keep their mouth shut. They started telling everything while on trial. But I think from my channeling that Elizabeth Proctor, she played everything so John could actually get hanged. See, John, he was sleeping around. He was even messing with the slaves. See, he was a well-known man. He had a tavern. He also got away with murder. He was well-known in the community and he had money. So the slaves and also the indentured help, they would see the things that Elizabeth was doing. She did a lot of her magic in the bathtub. When she would get finished, they would have to scrub the tub down. It was so filthy and dirty. And she would have things in the tub, specifically pickles. She would also draw pictures of people and write names in this tub. And cleaning was so essential. I mean, the slaves and the servants, they had to clean so much, especially white towels. They had so many of those. And if you look it up, that symbolism that's used for a lot of purity, cleanliness. So basically, they evil, but they want to pretend like they pure. The story of their life. So, if you do not know this, Elizabeth Proctor, she never got punished. She eventually got everything back that belonged to her that was taken away from her while on the trial. And John, he was punished by hanging. So I would say her spells worked. Now I will tell you, the son that is a warlock, nothing ever happened to him. Nobody knew who he was, and he's still around.